We got some breaking news right now for the Detroit Lions. They made a signing in free agency to beef up the secondary even more. Let's go. All right, folks, we are back here. The Detroit Lions made a signing, made a move while I was live on another channel. And guess what? I'm here to make the video. I'm trying to get this thing up here so you can see it. Tom Pelissero just came out saying the Lions are signing cornerback Amik Robertson to a 2-year, $9.25 million deal that's worth up to $10.75 million with incentives per source. Robinson appeared in 52 games, 21 starts with the Raiders, and he could play the slot. Another significant DB addition after the Carlton Davis trade for the Detroit Lions. Now, I didn't expect the Lions to make another move at the cornerback position, but they did. There's things that this affects quite a bit. But before we get into the effects, let's go ahead and look at what he's done here. This last season, 6 pass defense, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 38 tackles. So that's what he did this year, right? See, this is a guy who is a little bit smaller. He's a 5'9" guy. We're talking 183 pounds. He can be in the slot. So this has multiple effects. First off, he is a pretty good corner in the National Football League. He was good for the Raiders. Remember watching him. I remember watching him. It was on the Raiders versus the Kansas City game. I think it was like Christmas Day. And he was looking pretty good over there. That's an interesting move that they just did. And so the Detroit Lions are signing this man. That's quite a bit of money, if you ask me, giving what the Lions generally don't do. And that's quite a bit, in all honesty, for me. For a 2-year, 9.25 for what they're getting. Now, look, he's not going to be the greatest corner in the world, but what this does is it's an upgrade from what we have. Now you're going to have Robertson, who can play the slot, and that's going to move Brian Branch's ability to move around a little bit more in the as a safety position. Cam Sutton and Carlton Davis and Amik Robertson, 3 veterans. Okay, so they got 3 veterans right there. So look, they're good when it comes to the veterans in the secondaries. What do this mean? Well, maybe in the NFL draft, they're not forced to take a corner in the first or even second round. That's what this means to me. They could take one in the 3rd round or later in the draft. They're not forced to take a cornerback at that position. That's what it means. And so it's another upgrade at the corner position. I don't think it's the greatest cornerback in the world or anything like that, but now the Lions are flexible. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks, and you know that I love me some PrizePicks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. They'll match your deposit match up to $100. And if you want to spice up your NFL Sunday, get started with PrizePicks right now. PrizePicks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports platform, and if you're looking to have more fun on game day, look no further than PrizePicks. You want to play alongside some of PrizePicks' favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz? You can now find community plays in the promos tab of the app to view entries some of the biggest names of the PrizePicks community each week. PrizePicks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if a player exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second half, that player is rebooted. PrizePicks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. For tonight's game, I got 2 players getting more than 0.5 points, and that's Charlie Coyle and Justin Falk from hockey. So get started with PrizePicks right now. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS, for a deposit match up to $100. Why is it code CLNS? Because that's our ad agency partner. Use code CLNS. It's real easy. 4 letters get $100 match when you sign up. So download the app today. The link will be in the description and comment section of this video. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Because you have three veterans right there. What does that mean? Jerry Jacobs probably not coming back. What mean Will Harris probably not coming back. At this point, you have to believe it. I didn't think they'd make another corner move, and they did. And look, I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset at all about for this move for the Detroit Lions and getting better. Great pickup for the Lions. A lot of people are liking it here. He deserves the real team like the Titans. A lot of people are liking it. Good. Good move for Detroit. The secondary. need to get better right there. Is really important for the Detroit Lions to get better at that position. And we're reshaping it right now. Emmanuel Mosley, too. You got to put him on there. Emmanuel Mosley on the one-year deal. So if he can get healthy. You got Robertson, Sutton, and Davis. Whew. They could get to a position where they have to really consider if could they cut somebody? I don't know. There's a lot of names now in this bad boy, and we have options now at the secondary position. We do. Well, you've seen John Kaminsky. He switched up his contract a little bit earlier, save a little bit of money. Maybe that has something to do with this right here. But the Detroit Lions getting it done, folks. I want to know your grade for this move. What is your grade? Patrick Queen just went to the Steelers. What is your grade for this move, folks? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments below. What's your grade for this move? I'll give it, I think this is a B+. Now I'm not too worried about the secondary, honestly. I love to get that bona fide great number one. We all would like to, but it's upgraded, man. And if we can get a pass rush now, if we can get a bona fide opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, the defense should be upgraded at this point because you're going to give less time for the secondary. The upgraded secondary, get some turnovers right there. So will the Lions now make a move at edge? Cornerback's not a real need now. I would say it's a want, not a need. So now you're looking at the draft. You got guard, edge, DT. They're needs. Cornerback is now on the back burner a little bit. 2-year deal. Then Cam Sutton's got 2 years left in his deal. He did a 1-year deal with Emmanuel Mosley. And with Carlton Davis, he's got his contract's pretty big right now, but they could potentially extend him because he's getting over $14 million right now at the corner position this year. Lions got better in the secondary, folks. What is your biggest need right now for this football team so far? I'd say edge is now the biggest need for me. Edge is the biggest need. I do. But again, Lions making some moves here. It's not the biggest money moves in the world. It's not the biggest names in the world, but they're getting it done. And I'm happy about this. And a lot of people are going to be mad. Why didn't we get this player? Why didn't we trade for that player, this player? Folks, remember, free agency is a supplement to the draft, and that's what they're doing here at this corner position. So it's a little bit of it's going to be a supplement here in free agency, and then we'll get better in the draft, and we'll really get better and especially on probably the guard and DT and edge position in the draft. So we're not forced to make a pick. If players fall, look, if a great corner falls to 29, you can take him. But what if there is a run? We've been talking about that. If there's a run at cornerback, guess what? You're not forced to take one at 29. You can take the guard. You can take a DT. You can take an edge. What if they want to move up to get an edge? Now you can do it. Because you'll give up more draft picks, right? You could do it now. What if they want to move back? The whole table is out for them to make any sort of move they want to make at this point. So that's good news. Let me know in the comment section. Again, you're great on this one. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Adios.